Okay, so Alhamdulillah, you all need to get your slides going. And from my general walk around observation, I think there's quite a lot of hidden talents in this room. Yeah. And the more important observation that I got was that the discussions that were being held between you and the team members were not so much on the design and all that, but yes, you did discuss the design, you did discuss the slides and all that. But my main interest, or the key takeout that I observed, was that you all also started discussing on the technical aspects of it. Yeah, the kind of animation that we want to use, the kind of transition that we might want to apply and all that. And believe it or not, tuan-tuan dan puan, these are discussions that we would not have discussed with each other before attending this class. You know, because back then, prior to arriving here, you did not know a lot of the things that you wanted to do were doable. Yeah. So even that by itself is testament of the amount of knowledge that you've acquired over the last 2 days. So guys, please give a big applause for yourselves for being able to go this far and knowing this much about PowerPoint. Alright, so good. Hopefully when the slides come up to me on Tuesday, I'll get to see some really awesome work lah. Okay. Let's do our quick summary. And my summary will not take more than 2 minutes of your time, because I'm sure all this recap is still very fresh in your head. Okay, the first one is, of course, the slide size. What is the optimum slide size in today's world? 16:9. Correct. So don't use 4:3 anymore, yeah? In fact, if you do a bit of Googling, yeah, or a bit of YouTubing, the current aspect ratio, yeah, kalau for normal astro ke apa now is 16:9. But when you go into IMAX status or ultra wide screen lah, they also have a 16:10 aspect ratio, or another ratio that they call anamorphic widescreen. This is more yang nampak macam panjang tu. All the Marvel movies and all that, they use a very elongated style and all that. So if you have to make your slides look even more cinematic, you can always Google this other slide size options as well. Just don't go back to 4:3. That is going backwards. You can only move forward. Alright? Good. So that's slide size, and you know where exactly to access your slide size to make the adjustments. Okay? So that's one. Next, your grid lines, your guides, your smart guides, please switch them on. Yeah. A very simple philosophy that I can share with you is, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, if you don't have the ability to be creative, please be clean. Yeah, remember that. If you cannot be creative, be clean. Yeah, creative is subjective, but cleanliness on your slide is non-negotiable. That's fundamental. Yeah. So establishing your grid lines, creating that border framing that I was sharing with you about, yeah, and making sure that when you put your content and all that, you're referring to all your smart guides to make sure everything is arranged in a more symmetrical fashion. These are the things that can contribute to the overall cleanliness and neatness of your slides. Yeah, so please switch on your grids and your guides. All right. Colors. So for now that don't use the standard colors on PowerPoint anymore. They are the ugliest color palettes around. So you have your color options. Just now I saw quite a lot of pastel tones being applied already on top of your SDP colors. Great. Please keep that trend going. Jangan pakai color PowerPoint lah. Yeah. And play around with tones, play around with gradients. You get the idea on how you can make your slides look a lot more visually appealing, as opposed to very PowerPointy using the standard PowerPoint colors. Yeah. Great. Next, animated GIFs. So you can just copy your animated GIF on Google, put it on your slide. This is a very dangerous file to put in your PowerPoint. Jangan letak banyak-banyak, it becomes very distracting. Okay, so please pick and choose your battle on where you want to highlight animated GIFs. You want to create a sense of focus, you want to create a bit of fun or liveliness in your slide, then yes. But don't do it sampai every slide for the animated GIF, pening lah. Yeah. So please choose your battle wisely. Now, typefaces, you know your serif, you know sans serif, you know script and display fonts, you even know where to get your additional fonts from Google. Anybody have started downloading your Google fonts already? Siapa? Anyone? Ada. Satu dua ya. Okay, good. Please do so, yeah. There's a lot of really nice designer fonts. You might not be applying them in your documents or your PowerPoint presentations, but imagine if you have to make collaterals. like e-flyer ke, or even your upcoming Hari Raya card next year ke, you know, you can send across to WhatsApp and all that. You can start downloading all these fonts and, you know, have more variety to play around with. Okay, and then pictures. Yeah, so this was also, I hope, one of the eye-opening sessions where we get to learn how to superimpose the pictures from your background to your foreground, and you can remove the color from the back and maintain the one at the front, and how do you find PNG files that automatically don't come with backgrounds. So there's a lot of editing techniques for your images. So don't just get your pictures and put it on your slides, find ways to enhance them. Okay, good. Next one, transitions. So I hope yesterday I've given you examples of how slide transitions are not just gimmicky or fancy. They can be very functional if you remember the push transition techniques that I shared yesterday. And I also hope to see some really nice morphing techniques in any of the group works. Anybody exploring the morphing technique or for your group submission, jangan jawab. Don't give away your advantage to other teams. Alright? So I hope to see some of those being applied. I think it will be a very creative output. Okay? So play around with morphing and do. Alright. So sorry. Habis video I. Tak professional langsung. Sekejap ya.
Ulang balik. Terlaku semua.
Ya, ya. Boleh. Boleh. Okey. Satu je. Okey, terima kasih. Okey, terima kasih. Sorry, I had to answer that because my car punya battery mampus. Yeah, dia betul kat sini, so I cannot go home. So I had to call the battery guy to come. So that was the time. Kalau I tak jawab tu dia tak datang. Sangkut I kat sini. So yeah. Anyway, coming back to this, alright. So transitions, like I said, transitions, please take the initiative to go on social media, go on TikTok, go on Instagram, look for all the morphing transitions in your ideas. You will see a lot of execution styles there, yeah, to inspire you even more. Alright, animations. Yes, you can move tires, you can spin stuff and all that, but those are just very gimmicky stuff. Don't forget the real fundamental reasons why we animate our slides. It is to make sure that we control the eyes of the room. As a presenter, the last thing you want is to, allow your audience to read content ahead of you talking about it, because that's when you start losing your attention, you start losing the room itself. Okay? Hyperlinks can innovate a presentation. So I don't know, maybe some team members or some groups might want to try this method where you just have one slide, these are your core values, and then you ask me to click so that it goes to the topic. Maybe you want to try the hyperlink technique, I don't know. But as a result, we know that hyperlink is not just about going to an external file or website. You can always link your content to other slides in your presentation, making it a very interactive affair. So do find an excuse to create any presentations that presents itself in this manner, because it will be a real eye-opener for your audience. Okay. Next, use infographics. So don't just put plain data, because with the versatility of PowerPoint, the tools at your disposal, the shapes that you have, the references on Google that you can take inspiration from, there's no excuse to put plain data anymore, in a text format. If you can accompany it with the right placeholder designs or icons, I'm sure it will be better, okay, visually. Then, of course, never leave graph and charts the way they are. The graph and chart templates that PowerPoint provides is not exactly appealing. So using the techniques that we learned this morning, right, where you convert the standard pie chart into something that's more of a visual appeal, please do so. Okay. Then there are only two ways to embed Excel. One is using the clipboard, right, where it automatically converts into a table format. Like I said, this is very useful if you want to retain the overall design of your Excel. Or you can use the link and display what it calls upon the file from where it is in your folder, so that every time you want to change the data, you can change it from the source file and it will automatically appear on the PowerPoint, reducing your workload. Okay? And last but not least, don't just insert your audio files and your video files, because you also know how to record your slides, and try to make really nice, engaging, or what we call it, fun videos with PowerPoint. And now we know how to do it as well. Okay, so that's quite a lot, yeah, that you all learned in just 2 days, yeah. So I hope that was an eye-opening session for you guys. I hope it has taken away the perception that PowerPoint is boring, yeah. Because one of my hidden and subconscious objectives that I apply here when I do my training is I hope I can reinstate the passion or the fun in creating presentation. Because like I said, very early yesterday, we are at a point where every time kalau kena buat presentation, kita mengeluh like, boringnya, malasnya. But now with the amount of ideas and techniques that you have at your disposal, the newfound functions and ideas, I hope it will also relieve that passion, reinstate that lost excitement and enthusiasm when we're creating presentation, be it professionally or for your own personal use. So with that, guys, we are done. Put your hands together because we are officially closed. People. Okay. Great. So, anybody has any questions? Ada soalan? Yes. The voice. That means you have issues recording your voice into the document. Okay, there are two things that you can do here. Number one is don't rely on your laptop punya microphone. The laptop microphones, especially the office ones, the office laptops are usually your base level punya quality. So it's, of course you will hear crackling sounds and all that, or it will capture a lot of surrounding sounds. Yeah, the best to do it is always to get an external mic. Yeah, nowadays if you look at brands like Tron Max and all that, where it costs only about 150 or 180 ringgit to get a really good podcast style mic, do that. Yeah, and also even if you get a good mic, but if the internal sound card on your laptop is of standard quality, then the processing power is also not strong. That leads it to sounding breaking up and all that. So try and get a higher quality mic first, but that will normally resolve it lah. But even after a professional mic or semi-professional mic and you still hear that crackling noise, that is because the power your laptop processor cannot support the use of PowerPoint with audio insertion. It's a bit too heavy for the processor lah. Yeah, to try that. Okay. Any other question? Yes. Oh yeah, actually I promised you this morning kan, before we're supposed to start, I'm supposed to do a demo. Boleh. Alright, come. If you want to see that, let's do that very quickly. This one will not take more than 2 minutes of your time. Okay, let me close this. Alright, do the same. I'm going to open yesterday's file. Okay, so the moving car, let's sort it out. All the way down. Di mana kau? Yang mana? Yang ini ke? Yang ini? Okay, come. Let's do it. Alright, in terms of the assets at the top here, the numbers and all the paragraph, all you dah pandai lah. Okay. The only main concern is the movement of the car. Alright. So let's do this together. I'm going to go to animation. I'm going to open the animation page. Let's remove whatever animation that I have now. Yeah. Okay. Build from scratch. Alright, the first thing that you did was for the tires. What did you do for the tires? You made it spin, right? Okay, let's select a spin. Okay, it starts spinning. So of course we have to repeat it, yeah. And repeat. What do we select? Until end of slide. Exactly. Wow, nice. This is so good for my video because you all are explaining what you all learned. Bagus. Good for me. Now, but if you see here, it's suggesting that it's tengah reverse. Betul tak? So we have to go to effect options and what do we do? Change to counterclockwise. Exactly. So we click OK. Done. So now let's check. Okay. So by right, on my first click, the front tire will start spinning continuously until the end of slide. There you go. Alright. Now, do we do the same process for the back tire as well? Yes. No. Tak payahlah, why do you want to do so much work? Just delete the back tire, front tire ni you just Ctrl C, Ctrl B. So ambil lah, tayar sama size. Aduh korang ni. So that's it. And
When should the back tire start? Should it be on click, with previous, or after previous? With previous. Well done, guys. So let's check again. On one click, both tires should start spinning counterclockwise continuously until the end of slide. Here we go. There, it's done. Alright, so now the icing on the cake. How do you make the car move? Okay, how many of you, when you tried this yesterday, you understood what to do? You knew what to do. Kena ada, what's that thing called? Motion path, right? So how many motion paths are we supposed to have? 3. One for the car body, one for the front tire, and one for the back tire. Betul? Now I'm sure the problem came when you know how to pull it forward, but the main problem was you don't know where to put the tires. Kadang-kadang terlanjak, terlebih daripada kereta. Kadang-kadang tak cukup. So nak dekat 20 kali try tak perfect. Betul tak? How many of you had that problem kat tangan? Yeah, everybody. Alright, so I'm going to show you that problem. I'm sure you know the problem is because you don't know where to put it. There's no reference. Betul tak? So why didn't you create a reference? How do you create a reference to know where to put it? Exactly, right? So what your colleague meant was, yeah, why not just do this, copy, paste it as a picture dulu, letak kita ke depan. Like that. And now you have a temporary reference to know where to pull that red dot. So let's move the car body first. Car body, we can choose motion path. Let it go down. And now you just take the red dot and match it to the picture. Done. And then now the back tire, the front tire pula. Front tire, it already has a spin function. So what do you have to do first before you add the motion path? Add animation, exactly. So we add animation, we add the motion path so that it doesn't replace the spinning. It's just built on top. So now kita matchkan dengan tayar depan. There you go. And this motion path ni on click, with or after? With the car body kan? Alright, with. Sama juga for the back tire. Let's add the animation as well. Let's choose the motion path. Let it go down and wait for the red dot. Let's match it to your temporary reference. Get it there, and that's it. Right? Once you're done, the temporary picture ni, with previous. Okay, with the front tire. That's it. Done. Once you're done, you know exactly where to put those red dots as now. Now you can delete your temporary reference. So when we go into slideshow mode, on my first click, both tires will start spinning. On my second click, all 3 objects will move to the front. Perfect. Like that. Boleh try nanti? Awesome. Alright. Good. Okay. Apart from moving cars, any other question? Tak apa. If you don't have any questions now, dengan try pinjam mana lah buku tanya tu. You all have my number. Yeah. So please be in touch with me. Yeah. If you need any help, you need any assistance, you need any feedbacks or ideas, don't be shy to message I lah. Yeah. Don't call. I don't pick up answers. I don't pick up numbers yang I tak kenal. Okay. Too many people trying to sell me hotel, privilege card like email dan ramai lah tak jawab lah. So just WhatsApp me, tell me you're from SDP, and I'll be more than happy to assist you. Yeah. Okay. So with that, thank you everybody. Inshallah we'll see each other again. Okay. Thank you.